Hello guys, today I want to talk about Protection Warrior in Midnight because honestly, this spec feels absolutely insane right now. Our Mythic Plus and Raid, and the survivability is crazy. The damage is actually really solid now, and the Spell Reflect is one of the most broken abilities in the game if you know how to use it properly. So in this guide, I'm gonna go over the best hero talents, your core rotation, defensive management, spell reflect usage, and some of the biggest mistakes I see warriors tanks make. Why protection warrior is too strong? The biggest strength of a protection warrior is consistency. Means you almost always have a defensive running like shield wall, ignore pain, demo shout, spell reflect, shield wall, and unlike some other tanks that randomly gets destroyed like Vengeance Demon Hunter or Protection Paladin before the buffs. So Warrior feels very stable once you understand your cooldown rotation or how you spend your rage. And the recent buffs also pushed Warrior damage much higher. Plus, we have more DR. They gave us 3% more buff for our Apex talent, specifically Mythic Plus. And right now, Thane hero talent feels amazing for keys and right because you get more smoother AoE damage and single target. You are way more tankier than a Colossus, and you generate more rage actually. And the gameplay just feels faster and cleaner overall. So let's talk about your rotation. Actually, Protection Warrior has pretty simple rotation. Your number one priority is shield block. You never let your shield block drop during physical damage, and because that's your main survival tool. And second one is ignore pain. You have to keep ignore pain active before damage happens, not after your HP drops already. And ignore pain and shield block are your spender, your rage spender. So you have to manage your rage properly. And yeah, your basic rotation is shield slam on cooldown because shield slam gives you DR, damage, single target damage, and a lot of rage generation. And then thunderclap for rage and AoE damage and treat generation. Means, for example, when you want to pull 2 packs or when you want to pull a new pack, you have to charge and use a thunderclap after, because thunderclap gives enemies a rend dot, and that would be enough to keep treat, and then you can just chain pulling other pack, or you can leap and use another thunderclap there. And we have revenge when you have extra rage, or you need shield slam proc, or when you are in raid and you are not active tank, you're off tank, and you want to spend your rage, or you want to do more damage, you can use revenge. And actually our TFPs, our forset gives you one after using charge, it gives you one free revenge. And we have Avatar. Avatar is our main CD. It gives us 20% increased damage plus 3% DR. And yeah, a lot of beginner warriors wasting rage randomly instead of planning their defenses, and that's why they feeling warrior tanks a bit squishy. Okay, now let's talk about the most fun part of warrior, which is spell reflect. A lot of players just press it for magic reduction or DR, but honestly, that's wasting so much value, because a good warrior tank abuse this ability whenever they can. And like some bosses and trash mobs in Midnight hit themselves super hard through the reflect, and that's why sometimes you see Prot Warriors doing super high damage on details. My recent dungeon. Recently I posted a video. I timed plus 18 with Prot Warrior, and I was top damage on a couple of bosses. Like I think first boss and third and last boss, you can reflect big tank buster. So Warrior tank is one of the best tanks in this dungeon, and you are fairly safe from tank busters. I will make a video later and show you which abilities you can reflect in Rain and Mythic Plus, so don't worry about it. Let's focus on this video and the other abilities. Once you start learning which abilities you can actually reflect, then the spec becomes way more fun, and honestly it's too strong. Yeah. So Warrior is super tanky against physical damage. For example, second boss on Void Spire, you don't need to, for tank busters or tank soak, you don't need to use big defensives, one demo shot, or sometimes only ignore pain should be enough. But you still need to proper cooldown management. That's very important, Warrior, because you're spending rage, and sometimes you are out of rage, and yeah, that would be dangerous. For medium damage, demo shot is usually enough. You don't have to overlap your CDs, your defensives, especially in dungeons. Don't panic overlapping everything together, because good protection warriors gameplay is all about the layering cooldowns properly. Small defensives first, big defensives second. It depends if you don't have rage, or if you don't have ignore pain up, you can use shield wall if there is a tank buster incoming. And always think ahead before the pool starts. You have to know what is gonna happen in this pool, or what cities do you have, and then you can start using your CDs and your defensives. In Mythic Plus, Warrior has some of the best control in the game, to be honest, because you have Shockwave, Shield Charge, Stormbolt, Interrupt, Spell Reflect, AoE Stops, Disrobing Shout, which has 1.5 minute cooldown, and it has a AoE silence effect. I believe Disrupt Shot is one of the best AoE silence at the moment in the game. Your job isn't only surviving. You have to control entire pool, and yeah, a good warrior in a tank can make a dungeon feel much easier for the whole group, to be honest, because as I said, you have many stops right now. A Stormbolt with Thane hero talent, you can stun 3 targets with your Stormbolt, which is really big. Yeah, some people or some specific dungeon you just have to play without this talent, but yeah. And yeah, hero talent for season 1, I personally recommend Thane for most players, at least higher than 14. Lower than 14 you can play whatever, it doesn't really matter, because it gives better EOE, great generation, smooth damage, easy value, and much easier to play. And it's super tankier than Colossus, and yeah, that's why. Colossus can still work, but as I said, Thane currently feels more consistent overall. So let's talk about common mistakes. I would say one of the biggest mistakes I see from a lot of warriors is just pressing things too late, like dropping shield block, sitting on full rage for no reason, or using ignore pain after you already got smacked. It's not like a Brewmaster Monk. You need to use your defensives before tank buster or big damage incoming. And I swear some people completely forget about spell replay even exists. which is really big DR for some specific bosses. Like I would say you need to use spell reflect so often. Third boss on Academy, it has a beam and it's completely magical damage. You can use a spell reflector, or last boss, or even second boss in Void Spire. The tank buster is physical and magical, nature damage. So yeah, don't forget to use your spell reflect. So once you start managing your rage properly, you will notice things like avatar, shield wall, and other defensives are available way more often. And that's why good warrior tanks almost always feels like they have something ready for the next pull or dangerous mechanics. Prot Warrior feels way tankier once you stop panicking, guys, and start thinking a few seconds ahead before the damage incoming, or when you have to manage your cities, you have to manage your defensives. If you have, if you don't have shield wall, you don't have to big pool, or you have to see how many cities do you have for next packs. So it's all about city management and rage management. And we have also a cheat test talent, which is your emergency passive. It's one of the best defensives right now, cheat test right now. Sorry, my bird's singing. And yeah, when your health drop dangerously low, it automatically reduces incoming damage and increase your healing receive, and helping you to survive big tank buster or healer mistakes. For example, sometimes you don't have anything to press, and when it actives, you know you have a couple of seconds safe time because you're not gonna die. It gives you 80% less damage taken, and yeah, that makes you. I mean, when you're using a healing pot, then you are completely full HP, and you have a couple of seconds time to recover, or running leap out or something like, for example, in first pack in Academy, when this talent is active, you can just leap out using healing pot, or just running out from the cast, from the building stacks. And yeah, that's one of the best cheat tests in the game right now. It has pretty low cooldown. Yeah. And real quick about your second year stat. Don't stress too much about perfect min-maxing earlier on. Right now, for protection warrior, haste feels really good because it smooths out of the gameplay a lot. More haste means more regeneration, more shield slam, more cooldown reduction through anger management, and overall faster gameplay. And after that, you can play more crit, because it's very strong. It gives you parry and more damage means more ignore pain value and more absorb damage. And after that, you can play versatility. It's just the solid overall value, and then mastery. Mastery is also so strong. It gives you more block value, but in Mythic Plus you don't need much. It's like irrelevant. And yeah, I forgot about one talent, which is shield charge. You can use shield charge and at the beginning when you want to pull, or for example in raid, if you're supposed to start a boss, you can start with shield charge. It gives you 8 seconds shield block, and stun your primary target for 4 seconds, and your tier bonus buff the shield charge like 100% more, and gives you, when you're using shield charge, it gives you 1 revenge without rage for free. Basically you can use it when you are main tanking, or when you are out of rage, or when you don't have shield block up. And yeah, that's it. If this guide helped you, please subscribe my channel for more tank guides, for high mythic plus gameplay, for raid, UI setups. I have my own UI in my Discord, and for more tank POV contents. And if you want my add-ons, VK we don't have it anymore, or cooldown manager profile, check the Discord below. And thank you for watching. Peace out.